Harmon Yoga. We are so grateful that you decided to practice with us today. This is just going to be a quick little all levels flow, 30-minute practice. Get your body moving, get your blood pumping, get out of your head for a few moments, and definitely connect to our breath. So let's find our way to a child's pose, bringing those big toes together, knees apart. Reach your fingertips to the top of your mat as you start to settle into your body. If child's pose is not a comfortable space to start your practice, please take anything that's working right for you in this moment. Wherever you do decide to land, take a cleansing breath in. Exhale it out. Relax the shoulders, the arms. And just begin to settle into this place. So I like to visualize the release of my tailbone down towards my heels. Softening and opening through the upper back and the shoulders as we start to breathe a little bit deeper. It may feel good to be in an ujjayi breath, finding those big full inhales through the nose, long slow exhales out of the nose with that slight constriction at the back of the throat. Softening the face and the jaw these last few moments. And then on your next inhale, begin to rise up into a neutral tabletop, stacking the shoulders over the wrist, hips over the knees. It looks like Peanut's going to join us for class today. We'll start to roll through some cats and cows. Inhaling, heart and eyes forward, lift the belly. Exhaling, curling up and in, chin to chest. And you just continue to roll through the spine here, exploring each round of breath, tapping into all the sensations that are happening in the body. You can stay linear here. Feel free to kind of get a little bit more organic with it, rolling hip circles, head circles. Just beginning to tap into what your body is needing from you during this practice today. Last 2 breaths. We'll start to make our way back into this neutral tabletop, moving into a spinal balance. Right hand is going to reach forward. Left foot is going to reach back. You can always keep the hand and the foot to the earth until you build that stability, or begin to lift and lengthen. Stay here and breathe in this balance, or exhale, curl it under. Tap your elbow to your knee. Chin comes to chest. Inhale, extend and lengthen through the back of the neck. Exhale, curl it under. We're really pushing into that left hand. Inhale, extend. Exhale, curl. Pump up in between the shoulder blades. Inhale, extend. Exhale, tabletop. Find a round of cat and cow. And we'll start to shift over to the other side. When you are ready, inhale, extend left hand forward, right foot back, leaving them supported to the earth, or begin to find that length and balance here. So trying to stay lifted out of that left hip. The stability is coming from the core and our foundation. And stay and breathe here. Start to roll through those cheetahs, pulling the elbow to the knee, chin to chest. Inhale, extend and lengthen. Exhale, curl it under. Inhale, extend. Last one, curl it under. Breathing big. Inhale, extend. Exhale, find your way to that tabletop. Take a round of cat and cow. And we'll begin to make our way to our first downward facing dog. Tuck the toes, lift those hips up and back, melting the chest back and down. We can start to walk this dog out if it's for you, just bending one knee and then the other. Belly button fastens tight to the spine. Relax the back of the neck. Slow breath in. Slow breath out. Just keep checking in with yourself here. What does your body need from you? Inhale, begin to rise high up onto the tippy toes. Exhale, forward fold, top of the mat. You can step, walk, or hop your way up there. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen once you land. Exhale, fold, knees can be bent. Inhale, rise, tall mountain, reach up, look up. Exhale, forward fold, empty the breath out. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, rise, tall mountain, engage the core, lift up, open up. Exhale, forward fold, empty out all of the breath. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold, palm the mat, find your way back to plank or modified plank with the knees to the earth. Hold here and breathe. Try to find that strength in the arms, in the belly, lengthening out, and then shifting towards ease in the mind as you land here. Holding for a few more rounds of breath. Our next exhale takes you down, chaturanga. Elbows pull in tight to the body as you shift the weight forward. Inhale, up dog or cobra, belly lifts, open heart. Exhale, downward facing dog, up and back. Big full breath in through the nose. Long, slow breath out. Inhale, right leg lifts to the sky, 3-point. Keeping those hips nice and parallel. Relax the top of the head down. Maybe roll through that ankle one direction and then the other. Next exhale, you find cheetah, nose to knee, shift forward, puff up. Inhale, back to 3-point. Exhale, warrior one, foot lands in between the hands, rise strong. Finding the strong foundation here by pressing through the outer blade of that left foot, pull left hip forward, lift through belly, shoulders relax, neck is neutral, breath is big. Exhale, hands to the mat, find 3-point, right leg lifts to the sky. Take a bend in this knee, stack to open your hips, and let's find some circles here, rolling that right knee around one direction and then the other. Coming back to that 3-point. Exhale, cheetah, nose to knee. Inhale, 3-point. Exhale, warrior one. Exhale out, warrior two. Checking in, right knee is stacking on top of that ankle. Pelvis is tucked slightly, belly is lifting, reaching out in both directions. Inhale, peaceful warrior, reach up to the right side body, lengthen. Exhale, side angle. Forearm can come to your thigh, or hand can come to a block, or all the way down to the earth, or your kitty cat, whatever you got there. Left arm is reaching high to the sky. Press through the outer blade of that left foot, open up. Inhale, peaceful warrior, reach up, look up. Exhale, runner's lunge, pull through the belly as you cartwheel the hands down. Inhale, lengthens us long. Back knee comes down, modified crescent. Hands lift high to the sky, engaging and lengthening through the core as the arms lift up. Relaxing shoulders back and down, lengthen the back of the neck. Exhale, split prep. Lift up through the belly as the hips shift back. Hands can be to a block, kitty cat, or all the way down to the earth. Trying to keep the hips as square as possible and then working towards length behind the right knee. Inhale, get a little bit longer here. Relax the neck and the jaw. We'll slowly start to shift forward back into that runner's lunge, bending the right knee, lengthen, and then slowly step up to the top of your mat, forward fold. Use your belly muscles. One step or a bunch of steps, doesn't matter how you get there. When you get there, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, tall mountain. Exhale, goddess arms. Lift the heart, lift the belly. Inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, forward fold, empty the breath. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, palm the mat. Find your way back to that plank. Choose a chaturanga flow or skip it. Find downward facing dog. And you can change your mind each time you come to this space. Moving with breath and intention, we'll all land in that downward facing dog. Taking a cleansing breath in and out. Inhale, left leg lifts to the sky, parallel 3-point, relax the back of the neck. Roll through that ankle one direction and then the other, keeping the hips nice and square. Exhale, cheetah, nose to knee, shift and lift. Inhale, 3-point. Exhale, warrior one, foot between the hands, rise strong. Find that foundation here that allows you to relax into this space. Exhaling, hands to the mat. Find 3-point as the left leg lifts to the sky. Take a bend in this knee, stack to open your hips. Stay here, find those hip circles, rolling that joint around one direction and then the other. Inhale brings us back to 3 points. Exhale, cheetah. Inhale, 3-point. Exhale, warrior one. Rising strong, grounding down. Exhale out, warrior two. Relax the shoulders. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Lift the belly. Exhale, side angle. So again, forearm can be to that thigh or hand to the earth or a block. Grow longer. Inhale all the way back up, peaceful warrior. Engage your core. Lengthen. Exhale, runner's lunge. Inhale, modified crescent, back knee down, hands lift high to the sky. Breathing into that sensation, into that opening. Exhale, split prep, lift belly, shift back, lengthen to fold. Relax where you can, breathe a little bit deeper. Shifting weight forward into that active runner's lunge, and we'll slowly step up to the top of our mat, forward fold, lift. Next, inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we'll rise us tall mountain. Exhale, sit down for chair, belly in, booty back. Open the arms out wide, sink a little deeper. Inhale, rise for stork, left knee lifts in. Find that balance and stability here. Moving to airplane, lift the belly, shift forward. Stay and breathe or start to bend that right knee just a little bit. Hover. And lift. Coming back into our stork, belly is lifting to the spine. Releasing into tall mountain, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Take a deep bend in the left knee, left hand to the earth or a block. Right hand reaches high to the sky. Exhale, fold, drop the head. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, tall mountain. Finding stork on the other side. Right knee lifts into the chest. Stay engaged out of that standing leg. Find your balance, find your focus. Stay or play. We're gonna start to shift into that airplane. Lift, lengthen, finding balance in between our hips. Staying here, starting to bend that left knee to hover. Right hip is even with the left. Inhale, rising to that airplane. Coming right back into your stork. Engage that low belly, pull and lift up. Landing in that tall mountain. Open up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Catch a ragdoll arm bind. Grab opposite elbows. Let the head hang heavy. Releasing the spine. You can even have the knees nice and bent here. Relax the back of the neck. 4 more breaths. Maybe swaying side to side, getting a little release in that low back. Gently release those hands down. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Take a super deep bend in the knees. We're coming into a toe squat. So that's going to look a little different on all of us. You might just be able to get to about right here. Finding that stretch in the balls of the feet or on the bottoms of the feet. No sharp shooting pain in the knees, okay? So maybe hands start to come up to the thighs. You begin to find some balance. Reaching the crown of the head nice and tall. Hands can come to heart center. And then for the final stage of this, I'm going to move Mr. Peanut just a little bit. Drop the knees down to the ground, stretching out the bottoms of the feet. So if you need to be leaning forward here because that's super intense, please do. Don't force this stretch. But if you want to, you can start to sit back on top of the heels, feeling that nice space there. Relaxing and releasing through the neck and the shoulders. Hi, bud. Lots of options for this next transition. So if this one doesn't work for you, please take something that does. I'm going to pull in through my belly, reach my arms out in front of me to start to come back into my toe squat. There we go. And then slowly into boat. So scooping the low belly in, I start to reach my tailbone towards the ground. Feet can lift. You can always use your hands here. Don't ever say that you can't, guys. So just get there however is working best today, right? Hands come to heart center, sit a little taller. We're going to twist, tapping the fingers to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come back to center. Feet can always be on the ground. Shifting into that canoe, lengthen. And boat to lift. Canoe, lengthen. And boat. Last one, canoe. And boat, open up. Feet come down to the ground. Give yourself a squeeze. Seated child's pose. Relax the back of the neck. been making our way into a butterfly or bound angle, feet together, knees apart. This is kind of a hard space for you to sit, like the low back is super curved here. Grab the edge of a blanket or a folded up towel and start to shift those hip bones just a little bit. Inhale, we'll lift our heart up from whatever space you're in, and exhale, begin to fold. Finding an edge to kind of stop at where you can begin to soften. Right? We don't want to blow past that sensation that's kind of telling us, whoa. You want to notice it, acknowledge it, and then start to breathe into it, just encouraging it to find a little bit of softness and a little bit more ease, yeah? Inhale begins to rise you up back nice and tall, pausing for a moment. Find that length in the spine. And then start to shift again. Legs extend out in front of you. You were the best assistant today, Mr. Peanut. For a seated forward fold. So I love to always have my legs about hip distance apart, but play with what's working right for you today. So I'm going to bring them a little bit closer together, hitting a couple of different spots for me. Take a big inhale, sitting up nice and tall, and our exhale will start to shift us forward. Again, you start to find that edge where your body is just hitting some resistance or deep sensation. Take a big breath there. And as you exhale, just start to soften where you can, maintaining that length in the spine. Props are wonderful here. You can always use them to support yourself. Finding softness where you can. And our inhale begins to rise us back up nice and tall. Maybe giving the legs a little wiggle. And start to make your way onto your back, setting up for one back bend today. Back bend of your choice. I'm going to offer you bridge, so feet are hips distance apart. Fingertips moving towards the heels. As you inhale, begin to lift the hips to the sky, maybe walking shoulder blades together behind the back. Slight tilt of the chin towards the chest, belly pulls down towards the spine. Breathe in and out. Exhale slowly back down. Find a moment to pause. Let your body settle. And then gently shift the knees side to side. Pausing for a moment. Feet together, knees apart. Or feet apart, knees to touch. One hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Close your eyes. Take a moment to check in with yourself. How are you feeling right now, physically, mentally, and emotionally? And there's no wrong answer. Just breathe and connect to who you are right now in this moment. And slowly starting to make your way towards your inversion for practice. And staying here as long as you like, or beginning to move towards your inversion for practice today. Maybe happy baby, grabbing the outer blades of the feet, pulling the knees open and wide. If you can't quite grab the feet, grab your ankles or your shins. Relax the low back and the shoulders down. If this inversion isn't for you today, please take the one that is. 4 more breaths. Slowly starting to bring those knees into the chest after your inversion. Pull them in. Give yourself a nice big hug. And then allow the knees to fall to the left. Arms open out wide. Nice spinal twist here as you release to the shoulders and the low back. And knees slowly begin to make their way back to center, taking any adjustment necessary, and head over to the other side. Open up, soften down, releasing where you can in the neck and the shoulder, just finding ease in this space. We'll pull our knees back to center, taking any final movement you need to take to complete your practice today. And when you are ready, releasing out into your Shavasana. And you can lay on your back, your side, your belly. You can come to a easy seated position, slide your legs up the wall. It is your practice. Take what you need to allow the nervous system to reset so that the body and the mind can rest and heal. Take a big cleansing breath in. Exhale it out. Take a big breath in. Exhale it out. Shavasana. Slowly beginning to come back to your breath. Finding some subtle movements on your fingers and your toes. Maybe circling your wrist and your ankles. It might feel good to reach your arms overhead like you're waking up first thing in the morning, one big final stretch. And then stay here or roll onto your favorite side, taking a moment to check in with yourself. How does your body feel? How does your mind feel? how do you feel emotionally since we practiced today? And when you are ready, start to make your way up into an easy seated position. Bringing the hands to heart center and the forehead towards the fingertips. Closing out our practice today in a seat of gratitude. Gratitude for our physical bodies and all the amazing things they do every single day. Gratitude for the opportunity and the choice to get on our mat to take care of our bodies and our minds. And then we'll bring our hands up to our forehead, finding gratitude for one another. Namaste. There's totally a bird fight going on, and I don't even know if you guys can see it, but it's crazy. You guys okay? Okay. What is happening?